Unpopular opinion, but I like ladies who talk to multiple dudes. I do not have time for you to fall in love with me after knowing me for 4 days. I do not have time for you to be acting all weird and acting all clingy and getting mad because I didn't respond. After a week, go talk to your other niggas. Let them entertain you. I feel like a lot of ladies just date so wrong. Like, when you're dating, that isn't the time to be loyal in the talking stage. I mean, that doesn't make your success of finding a relationship, finding love any better if you're just loyal to the guy that you just started talking to a couple days ago. I need you to make a business decision. I need you to exercise clarity. You're not doing that if you're falling in love so quickly. I need you to measure me up against the other dudes that you're talking to. I need there to be a point of reference. I need there to be a control group, because I'm the independent variable. You need to check all the stipulations, figure out what person is aligning with you. Like, when a person goes to the NBA, he just doesn't automatically say, oh, I'm just signing with Nike. And that's it. No, he looks at the contract of Adidas and Under Armour and Jordan and New Balance and Puma. Because you'd be a fool otherwise.
A fool!
And best believe dudes are going to do it anyway. Like, because as a guy, you'd be a fool in order to talk to multiple women. That's flighty and it's scary. And as ridiculous as these ladies be with their lack of discernment and how they be just acting different once you fall in love. No. So please, take the journey seriously. Take the partner seriously. Really take time to learn them. Because if y'all do not be exercising clarity, how y'all be falling in love so quick after knowing a dude for a couple days? There's no way.
Now, I am not here to, say he's wrong, correct him. I just want to share my opinion on what I think from a woman's perspective, because I was not raised like this. I was never taught by my dad or my grandpa or my brothers to be with multiple guys. And I was always taught by my grandfather, who was married to my grandma for decades until he passed away. If you want something when you're single, when you're in a relationship, you should practice it when you're single. So there's two types of people. There's the women who date multiple men, and then when they get in a relationship, have a hard time being loyal. This is not for every woman. It varies. Then there's women out here who practice to be a wife while they are single. So when they become a wife, they could be a great wife, obviously. So I was raised to talk to one man, be devoted to one man, but I understand where he's coming from because I can separate the two. Obviously, if I'm talking to somebody, hypothetical, 1-2 months, I'm not going to be down his throat about how come he hasn't called, how come he hasn't texted me, how come he doesn't love me. Again, it's patience. I think a lot of the times men meet women who are anxious attachment styles, or they don't know how to be independent. They're too codependent. And then a lot of you women, when you date one guy, you think that that's supposed to be your boyfriend automatically. I understand a lot of you were raised either godly or raised by good people, but you have to be careful how attached you get to somebody without knowing them enough, if that makes sense. Like, a lot of you guys want to get into relationships in 3 months. It doesn't work that way. It takes a long time to really know somebody. In 3 months, you're barely touching the surface of who the person is. But that's besides the point. I want to show you something. Now, the reason why I say this is my opinion and not his is because he's probably dating for whatever reason. I've always dated to marry. If I start dating you and I see certain things in you, I'm going to be honest. I ask guys extensive questions. Do you want kids? Do you want marriage? Are you looking for love? Are you looking for those things? I'm not going to continue talking to you if we don't have the same morals and our same boundaries don't align. So usually the guys I talk to, we have all the same boxes checked out. Wanting to play games, like playing basketball, just certain things that are checked out. He has the same morals as me. So for you, this might not apply to you. But right here, Corinthians 7 states that polygamy is unlawful, and that one man is to have but one wife and to keep her, and that one man is to have one woman is to have one husband. Okay, so that's why I said I'm dating to marry. So why would I talk to 6 dudes if I'm dating to marry? And then I'm gonna be honest with you, I know for a fact I don't like you if I'm talking to 6 dudes, because when I truly like somebody, my time and my energy is devoted to one person. I think a lot of you guys are dating and playing around. Me personally, not attacking, I don't think people are dating to marry anymore. I think people date and weigh their options. I think people date and they're sleeping around and dating and doing certain things. Like I said, if you're going to date to just date around and see how things go, you should tell people that. But for me, if a guy's going to talk to me, I always say, hey, if you just want to mess around, I'm not for you. I'm dating to marry, and I do want to be married or have a relationship and, have kids and all that. Please, if that's not your cup of tea, you don't have to talk to me. And it's simple. But like I said, I'm not trying to Bible thump you or anything. I just feel like everybody out here has different motives, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just be detailed with people when you're trying to date them. Like, you better be clear as a man and letting these girls know, hey, I'm talking to multiple girls. I'm not dating to marry. I'm just dating to see around. That's better than a guy continuing to date women and like having no type of structure with what he's doing, or no what is it called, like, you have to have a plane field of where you're going, no sense of direction. And another thing I want to just add, even though it's a little bit off topic, if I was a guy and I do this now, and say I want something that they don't, I'm not going to continue talking to you. So if I'm a guy and I want to date around and I meet a beautiful woman who tells me, oh, I want a relationship, I'm sorry, I'm going to cut you off. I don't want to be your friend. I don't want to have strings attached to you. Why? Because you want a relationship. I do not. I want to date around. Make sense? Because what happens with women is we fall in love a lot faster, I've noticed, especially once we get the pee-pee. You know what I mean? That's why I be telling y'all, ladies, stop giving up your pee-pee. Because once you give up your pee-pee, we fall in love through sex. Not all the time, but most of the time. So, yeah, that's my take on this, y'all. I date to marry. I feel like this generation is losing its sense of, like, I don't even know anymore. But I do understand where he's coming from, because I know there's a lot of crazy women that, like, want you to be in a relationship with them in 2 weeks. And it's like, girl, relax. Like, you barely know this guy. And I know women who want to be in relationships within 3 months. Ladies, what the hell's wrong with you guys? It's why your guys' relationships end so fast, because you guys rush into them. Take your time and get to know these people, But yeah, for me, y'all, I'd rather just talk to one person. I don't want to talk to 6 dudes. I'm all right. And you know what I mean? What if I start going out with these dudes and another one sees me? That looks so trashy. Like, to me, that looks trashy. I also don't want to forget certain things about one of them. And then, like, think about that. All that energy I have to put into talking to multiple people. And then, God forbid, you like a whole bunch of them. What if you end up liking 4 of them? Now you got to let them all down easy because you only like one. All of that seems like too much work. And I feel like people are making the dating game way more complicated. Like I said, if you would just talk to one person at a time, I feel like a lot of people would have a lot of more success rates. But hey, that's my opinion. God bless y'all. I want to know what you guys think in the comment section. I personally think it's very trashy to be dating multiple people at a time if you're a woman, but that's my personal opinion. If you are explaining the fact that you are dating multiple people, I respect that. But if you're not telling them and you're dating multiple people, that's really bad. But to me, I wouldn't want to do it, y'all. I just feel like I don't feel good doing that. Oh, no.